Any thoughts on what Tom Lee's about it? Oh, about the software glitch? Look, I do like Tom Lee. Okay, he's a perma bull. There are a lot of perma bears out there. I don't think Tom Lee has any control over any of this stuff. I do understand what he's trying to do with ETH. I understand his point that October 10th, the altcoin debacle, that there are a lot of market makers stock and they're selling BTC. Look, all the selling that's happening is coming from the ETFs, right? I mean, if you go on Coinbase, there's automatic algos, sell algos working all day long because people are pulling their money out. So what happens? If people don't understand ETFs, I mean, if I'm in a IBIT, let's say, or ETHA, those are the ETFs for Ethereum and Bitcoin, and it's shares, right? So I sell it, and then a lot of selling happens. That's why the price is going down on IBIT. Well, what does BlackRock have to do? What does the manager of IBIT has to do? They have to go sell the Bitcoin that they're holding in custody at Coinbase, probably. So I don't think it's this what he's saying is true. But then look, I'm sure he's more knowledgeable about these things than I am. And he said, all these margin calls or market makers who are stuck are trying to liquidate the most liquid stuff as opposed to their altcoins. It'll last 6 to 8 weeks. I don't think margin calls last 6 to 8 weeks. But hey, look, he's got to say something. People are turning on him now. And I don't fault Tom Lee whatsoever about BMNR. I don't fault Michael Saylor on MSTR. None of that. If you don't understand mNAV, you should not be involved in any of this. So all that's happening on BMNR is mNAV is getting crushed, just like mNAV got crushed on MSTR. mNAV is multiple net asset value or market cap to net asset value. If you don't understand it, and if you don't have a clear picture in your head what could happen to mNAV, I got involved with SBET when it was 0.85 mNAV. Now it's 0.81 mNAV, and I'm eating it, and price is still going down. Again and again and again. All these DATs, digital asset treasury companies, they are the tail of the dog. The dog is ETH. The dog is BTC. The dog is SOL. Period. All these tools, BMNRs, all these DATs, SBETs, DFDV, MSTR, all these DATs, those are the major ones. All these DATs will only move up if Ethereum goes up, and they will move viciously down if Ethereum goes down or Bitcoin goes down. Period. Now, first understand that part before you get involved. Then the nuance is mNAV. mNAV could move up or down without BTC or Ethereum going up or down. But a lot of people think BMNR can independently move on its own like a stock. It is a common stock, but it's not comparable to like a company with earnings and free cash flow and all this stuff, right? Or revenue, whatever. So it's only going to move if Ethereum moves up. It's going to move up. Now, it may not even move up if Ethereum goes up if mNAV is getting crushed. And once you understand that relationship between mNAV, Ethereum, BTC, and the BMNR shares or MSTR shares, then you can survive. Otherwise, you're going to get nailed. So what happened is that mNAV on MSTR was 2.2 when the stock was $550 a share. Today, mNAV is under 1. And look what's happening to MSTR. Okay. Same thing with BMNR. It's pretty simple. Look at the Ethereum price, 4,700 down to 2,700. When Ethereum was at 4,700, BMNR was 70, 75 range. We just hit 23 today, 24. You just gotta, I gotta tell these people on X, you are fools to draw lines on BMNR. You can draw all the lines, you can look all the technical analysis on it. It just doesn't make any sense. Now go do it on Ethereum, maybe, and then kind of superimpose that chart. Well, you need to just take two charts, take BMNR chart and Ethereum chart. Well, if you superimpose them on top of each other, it looks identical, except BMNR has done worse. Why? Because mNAV got crushed. On BMNR, mNAV was 1.7. Now we're down to 1.1, 1.2. And on the way down, mNAV is getting smashed. Understand all this before you get into it. All of this. Once you understand it, then you will still lose money. Like I'm losing money. You'll still lose money, but you'll lose a lot less. Because then knowing the downside, you will not do some crazy trades and you will just protect yourself, BTC should be living at this level. Yeah, I mean, look, that's long term. Long term, I'm bullish on BTC. I will not trade BTC. I will just dollar cost average, period.